Good evening. My name is Connor Mulligan, and I will be doing my presentation for Week 5 for Business 621, and that is on the business model. My particular business model will be the bidet attachment and reintroducing that back to America. So to start, we'll establish that my audience or my customer base that I'll be going after will be Americans from all different wealth gaps. And bidets and bidet attachments have just been a taboo in the United States for a very long time. A lot of people say it stems from World War II, where a lot of veterans were coming home from going to French brothels where bidets were around and thinking that it's unsanitary. And the fact is that bidets are completely sanitary if you think about it. When you have water going into and cleaning around your anal region after you use the restroom, it cleans everything up. You don't have any waste left over that you're itching or causing, underwear stains or anything like that. I know it may be a funny subject to talk about, but I mean, who wants that? And if it's a cheap and easy way to get rid of something like that, why wouldn't you want, a clean, sanitary, bathroom experience? Another great thing about using bidets or bidet attachments is that they're extremely environmentally friendly. We're talking about Americans who use 36.5 billion rolls of toilet paper per year, which unfortunately ends up killing 15 million trees. This is when you use a bidet, when you clean your anal region or whatever it is, you only use a small amount of toilet paper compared to wiping multiple times. So this ends up being extremely helpful for the environment. And we're also talking about Americans flushing down 470 billion gallons of water per year due to that, as well as using 250,000 tons of chlorine, 17.3 terawatts of electricity from flushing. I would like to sell 3 different types of bidet attachments, and I'll get into that as I move into my pricing strategy. But my business model is mostly going to be selling online and also selling these bidet attachments at stores like Lowe's or Home Depot or anywhere that sells toilets or toilet repair and accessory products. And my projected startup cost would be about 20 grand to get started. I don't want to go too overboard because I don't know. I'm confident that with my marketing strategy that Americans will start to buy into the bidet, and maybe more people. Countries that are unfamiliar with the bidet. But about 20 grand, and we're talking about producing these products, distributing them, paying for service fees and installation, contracting out those type of fees, and I'll get into that later in my pricing strategy, as well as storage or storage of the products, right? As far as revenue goes, it's basically just going to be from product sales and selling the installation fee and possible brand extensions, such as, if this gets popular, toilet brushes or toilet paper or some type of bathroom products. If people are happy with the product and they want to have little other things that go along with the bidet attachment, which I will be calling Shine Behind, and that's just one thought, but I'll be going that with this for this project today, the Shine Behind bidet attachment. So yes, brand extensions as well. And the main drivers of that obviously will be people purchasing the products. As far as strategy, I'm going to go into pricing strategy. So I told you earlier that I was going to be doing 3 different types of bidet attachments. And the first would be for your average Joe, a $25 bidet attachment that goes right under the toilet seat. And that's just going to be $25 with possible installation fee. I'll get into that later. But all it does is have a small switch for power mode, and it takes your water from your plumbing line, just from your sink, and uses that water to clean that region. But as you go into your Shine Behind Silver, which is going to be about a $75 product, you get hot and cold temperatures, multiple power modes, a self-cleaning button, as well as rear and front options for the female as far as where that water line hits when you use the product. And Shine Behind Gold, which is going to be about $200 to $250, and that's hot and cold water temperature, multiple power modes, self-cleaning button, rear and front cleaning modes, as well as a heated padded seat with massage capabilities, an air blower, and possible Bluetooth speaker as well that you can hook up to your phone and listen to music and all that fun stuff. And all these prices I kind of got from what products are being sold for online right now that I'm looking to do. But mainly it's about, they're not popular because they haven't been marketed right. So, so we're talking about a good marketing strategy for this type of product. Obviously, not very used in America. I've said that before. So how do we get the word out there? Well, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Squatty Potty, but they made a viral video with a unicorn on the toilets, and it ended up going all around social media sites, and their online sales went up 600%. Well, you're talking about something very simple with the Squatty Potty, and also Eastern as well with Asia. If you've ever been there, you know that they have squatting toilets because it helps get everything out of your system, right? So they just took a simple, cheap product and got people to start talking about it, and then people started buying their products. That's how I think the bidet attachment can work, or the bidets in general. People don't really know about it. It's mysterious, but you put out a viral video, people start buying it, especially $25. That could be a white elephant gift for people. It's not that much money and if you want to go to higher levels, you can get the gold products. But just to start, $25, people start talking about it, easy. So a viral video would be fantastic marketing strategy. I also think linking up with humanitarian foundation funds that specifically work with keeping oceans clean and shorelines clean, something like the Surfrider Foundation, you teaming up with them, getting your name out there that way, whatever events they do, possibly throwing a little money at sponsorship. And then people start talking about, well, why are you linked up with Shine Behind Bidets? What does that have anything to do with cleaning shorelines? Well, then you start saying, hey, the environmentally green people who are linked up with those foundations start going, wow, I could help save the environment by buying this product, and I also get these other great benefits that come along with it. And lastly, part of a marketing strategy, I think, which might sound a little bit crazy, but I thought of this when I use the restroom at my work. I always wish that I had a bidet attachment there because, I have to wipe and wipe and wipe, and it's not very fun. Imagine if you place bidets. Say I took some of the $25 bidets I'm talking about, which will probably cost $10 to make, and put them into multiple different workplace environments where employees are using them regularly, like employee restrooms or business parks, and some of their restrooms where people are using the restroom regularly, and you install a bidet for free. You ask the managers, people start using the bidet, and then you put up your sign in the bathroom that says this is how you purchase it. Well, once people start getting used to that and they go home, they'll probably want to be using a bidet at home as well. So you just think that you install however many $10 bidets around the region, and you start getting sales off of that. It's something I randomly thought of. I'm not sure if that's something that, I don't know. This is a new game for bidets in America. So, but as far as growing and keeping customers going, those type of marketing strategies are what I had in mind. And you can continue to make fun viral videos. You can have contests for people to make funny videos that you put out there. You pay them a little money or give them some free products, and all of a sudden you have 6 million views. There's plenty of endless foundations that help clean up the ocean and shorelines, and there's a ton of businesses where employees are using bathrooms regularly that you can install bidets in, and they could be using it and want to buy the product for their own home. So that's where I'm as far as growth. And there, as far as competition goes, right now we're talking about online. Like for instance, I found a lot of these prices and these products on Amazon. I found my own bidet on Amazon, bidet attachment on Amazon. I bought like a $25 one, and it's been fantastic for me. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't travel to Asia. So the competition is out there. But if my company, the Shine Behind, becomes legitimate and starts making a name for itself, the only thing I really see happening is people start making similar products that they want to come into the market that I basically created, because right now there's just not a ton of Americans using bidets. And as far as extending it, yes, if America likes it and other countries want to hop in, I am ready to grow it as far as it will go. You know, people need to. This is not only environmentally friendly, but it's completely beneficial for plenty of other people out there, and billions of people need to start learning about what bidets have to offer. So I think the Shine Behind can go very far. And right now, I have no exit strategy because I want to see how far this would grow. Maybe later down the line, if it goes crazy, then start to grow big. The only barriers I really see is that if viral videos go big and people start buying them in bulk, or a lot of people start buying, is just having those products on hand, and you don't know whether that's going to happen or not. So having a plan just in case things blow up. And one thing I didn't mention as well is that part of my pricing strategy is going to be bidet installation. So you can charge like $20 to install a bidet. It takes 10 minutes or however much seems to be right. But you have to have like people on hand to hire to do this. So if it blows up, you have to have plenty of people ready to work for you. So that's one barrier I could see that could be happening with something like this. Other than that, I spoke about my business model, pricing strategy, marketing strategy, possible growth, competition, barriers, and I really hope that this is something that I could launch in my future to get to get people on board with bidet attachments. So hopefully you'll see the product out there soon. Thank you very much for listening to me, and have a great evening.